Who stole the bowl? Who stole the bowl? Well, that was nice and simple. Several people saw it done and could reconstruct the swindle. Inspector Box was on the case and started asking questions. Wouldn't be too long at all till milkshakes and confessions. Witness 1, reliable Ellery the elephant, was whistling on his bicycle rather in his element when Ellery spied Magpie, seemingly quite civil, hopping casual, nice as rice, sidling up to Squirrel. In his paws that squirrel held a crystal bowl full of shiny sparkly things, some sweets, a nice Swiss roll, when suddenly out of the blue Pie pecked him on the tushy, a peck intended it was clear to render him less bushy. Poor squirrel, flabbergasted, chirruped out in woe, dropped the bowl, raised a leg and stomped some magpie toe. Then a blur of feathers, fur, and hardly a surprise, since Ellie said that magpies stunk with traits that just won't fly. So, he chimed, if I may dare to be so bold, none other than that magpie must have snuck the bowl. Must have, our Inspector Box mumbled as he jotted all the things the elephant said he'd sort of spotted. But Saska was a witness too, and with her beagle eyes saw it all quite differently, as Box wrote down, surprised. Saska had been ambling along the high street pavement, checking out the summer sales, and what she'd seen was blatant. Or pretty much, since as she shopped she pressed up face to glass, and from afar had lip-read what preliminarily passed. She'd seen just how that squirrel was rude and he was mean, with a mouth just like a loo flush timed by Halloween. Oh, how he'd needled Magpie, Saska didn't doubt. So who could really blame him when at long last he lashed out? And more than that, she said to Box, she had the strongest feeling. The bowl was Magpie's from the off, that Squirrel did the thieving. Was Box baffled? Yes and no. He spoke to Witness 3, Hanamanth horse of repute, a seasoned, watchful steed. Hand been chewing on the grass in a field nearby, and saw the whole sad thing unfold with his one good eye. Yes, the magpie and the squirrel had finally come to blows, and yes, when push had come to shove, they were both at fault, he supposed. But then, in the ensuing scrap, out the dust came Toad, who grabbed the bowl and scoffed the roll and scarpered down the road. Han, he humphed and hooved his specs further up his muzzle, feeling that some way for sure he'd helped Box solve the puzzle. A toad, mused Box, you're sure? Doubting what he'd garnered. No question whatsoever, said Han. That or an iguana. From Box's desk all went their ways, told friends of quite a thing. They witnessed on their way through town as squad cars all crashed in, and each was left in zero doubt. Regretful, said with sighs, there's nothing as mean as magpies. Squirrels, toads, each one opined. But Box was foxed. He leafed through notes and summarised the lot. One single thing had happened here, but yielded up 3 plots. So poor old Box, he closed the case, unsure of what to do, and ruminated to himself, there's nothing so tricky as truth. He slurped a strawberry milkshake. It didn't taste quite right. Who stole the bowl? He didn't know, and thought, we never might.